fans, welcome back. Today we're going to be reacting to another video. This one I'm super stoked about. This is another video about Mason Cox, the American that made his way into the AFL. You know, the big guy, the tall guy. We did a video of him already. However, it was more his like highlights and kind of his first goings and his introduction into the AFL and more gameplay stuff. But this is more of kind of like a documentary style. This is Mason Cox, Don't Believe in Never. This was a video recommended by you guys, by several of you, and especially after I posted that first one, you guys told me I had to react to this. So I am finally getting around to it, and I'm super stoked. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell notification so you can stay tuned in on when I post my videos. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, this is about a 7.5 minute video. I will have the original video linked in the description. I'm going to probably be pausing this a couple times just to kind of maybe gain some insight. We'll see how it goes. I'll do my best to keep it flowing though, so let's get right into it. AFL presents Mason Cox, Don't Believe in Never.
When Mason came to us, no American player had ever played a senior game of AFL footy. It's a one in whatever you want to call it, because no one had ever done it.
But he's the first American. Oh, is this at Oklahoma? I think he played for Oklahoma, right? Or maybe it was Texas?
I went to Oklahoma State University.
Oh, it was Oklahoma.
So I started out playing basketball when I was a freshman. I'd never picked up a basketball in my life, really. We played at the rec center, and there was a GA at the women's team, and she asked, would you be interested in helping out? Pretty much called the Dream Team, and they played against the women's team and practiced other teams and played against them. I was kind of
that's
like,
cool.
Yeah, cool. Like, what do I get out of it? And she goes, oh, we'll give you a free pair of shoes and maybe some kit. And I was like, sweet. The men's team saw me training with the women's team, and one of the coaches said, who's that massive dude who's playing with the women's team? Like,
yeah, he's teaching the chicks how to play,
I was in
teaching
way
the women.
Over my head, barely could make a layup.
That's a really smart idea, though.
We got a call. They wanted me to go to LA to try out for this thing called AFL, Aussie Rules Football. And
so actually, real quick, I heard that he was actually like really bad at basketball. Like when he played more so like on the men's team in for Oklahoma. But I think that's a really cool idea. I didn't know college teams did that in basketball. That they kind of put together this dream team that they called it of maybe probably guys, girls, whoever, just to play against the women in practice and things like that to keep them on top of the game. That's a really good idea. That's really cool. The funny thing is, I have a cousin he's a pretty tall guy. I remember when he was younger playing basketball, he should have been able to kick everybody's butt because he was so tall, but he just couldn't. He wasn't that good. Kind of like Mason here.
We both looked at each other and was, what the hell is that? And it comes up and it's like AFL's biggest hits.
Hey, that's what I reacted to. Oh, yeah. I never get sick of this.
I just kind of looking at him and laughing and going, is this really a sport? I'd already accepted a 6-figure paying job at ExxonMobil. So I went to the tryouts. Everyone that was there was interested in myself. It became pretty serious pretty quickly. That week, I threw the cap in the air, I got the degree on stage. Made my parents proud. A week later, I flew to Australia and my life changed. The whole concept of me coming to Australia was just to give me a showcase of what AFL was. Saw my first AFL game, sat next to a North Melbourne player. He explained to me, that's 6 points. That's a point. Hits the post, it's worth a point. They point the opposite direction whenever they really mean that way. And at the end of it, I remember he goes, okay, cool. So these are the teams that are interested in you.
So here's the other thing. I suppose too, and I've always thought this. For example, too, if you want to learn a new language, it's always better to just submerge yourself in the culture, the area. And I suppose the same goes for sports. Like, if you really want to learn the sport, you go to Australia and you hang out with the locals and you go to some games, and probably doesn't take too long to pick up.
Here's the contracts. Let me know what you think.
The international rookie's a whopping 211 centimetres, the same height as Aaron Sandilands. Looks quite exciting.
Uh-oh, he's blowing up. Uh-oh.
We're getting on
yeah, some people don't like them though, huh?
What have I just done? I've just given up 5 years of hard work and thousands of dollars of education to go play a sport I've never heard of in a place I've never been, with no friends or no family in Melbourne.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, bud. You can always go back to that other stuff.
Footy in my hand, I thought it was pretty much rugby ball. Like, I had no idea. The kangaroo skin and a Sharon is like the name of it, and I don't know. Like,
a Sharon?
Was so foreign to me whenever I first started.
His kicking was quite average.
It was a crash course, essentially, of just what AFL was. Craig McRae and Anthony Rocker spent 2.5 months with me, and come around training the first day, it was sink or swim, really. We do this one drill, and you get a handball off to the coach, and of course, Bucks is the one who you're handballing to. Go to handball to him.
And I just remember looking at it, I looked back and going, okay, we've got a bit of work to do here.
Just went right over his head.
I could just see in my mind, just what if we recruited?
Players generally got a lot going on, but Mason's still trying to work out this new game, whether he fits, if he fits. Am I embarrassing myself?
But at the end of the year, I got to the point where I was thinking, I might actually feel comfortable in an AFL game.
And he's playing on the Magpies here.
Bucks was the first one to tell me.
That's such a big stadium.
And that week was
it's so cool looking too.
Day, obviously, it's one of the biggest games of the year.
The crowd's 90,000 plus. The stadium is massive. It just.
That's what I'm saying. It's so huge.
So that's challenging enough.
I walked out there.
That's a lot of pressure.
I was ready to puke. I was that nervous. I was freaking out. You know, I didn't know what to do, and I was thinking, don't screw up. Just whatever you do, don't screw up. Don't screw up.
More low trajectory kick. Well, this could be a fairy tale.
Oh, I feel it. I feel the pressure. And this is from before.
Drop the ball that extra foot and a half to get it onto your foot.
My hands would have been like this, holding that ball.
Yes. Yeah, buddy. Oh, it's like I'm watching it for the first time. This is so good. Like that's got to be like just releasing the pressure valve on a high pressure tank, just all that off your shoulders. It's like he said, you know, that's such a huge crowd. That's such a huge stadium.
Not that we needed to keep him grounded.
Wow.
But it was our job to keep him grounded.
Stands at the MCG to steady this wobbling.
It's bloody hard. It's a big step from the VFL footy that he was playing to playing AFL footy.
At the end of 17, was playing VFL, you know, I'd gotten dropped a few times, we were playing small.
He had to set himself a new goal of being one of the best forwards in the competition.
Saturday night football.
Especially from never even hearing about it. Oh boy. Drops that. I saw that in the last video, a couple of his drop marks. Oh, in the elbow.
I can probably say that pretty comfortably. I don't think I had a single mark the whole game, and had maybe 6 touches or something. And
did he get suspended for that elbow?
Probably a low moment in my life, I'd say, of thinking, did I choose the right decision?
Look at this. Cox has been left alone. He plays on. He's gone. He's gone.
Whatever Mason Cox can do as a permanent forward, I suspect Ben Rood can do better.
I said, you know what?
That's
this
tough.
is a last-ditch effort to show him what you're worth, to show him you can do this as a job. This is your career that you want to do for the rest of your life.
What a beast.
Yeah, that's tough.
As we come on and off the field. 22 consecutive wins at the MCG. It's hard to get your head around it, to be honest.
We'd played Richmond twice and been overrun twice through the year.
This could be the biggest game that Mason Cox never gets a kick in.
Prelim final MCG.
Yeah, that's such a cool stadium. I love it. All right, let's see this. Let's see this bounce the ball. Oh, I didn't show it. Woo!
It was in. It was clunk, clunk, clunk.
Had a kid.
His hands are on, mate. They just stuck.
Nice. You see, when he does it well, it just looks so easy, like it's effortless because he's so tall.
Can he guide it through? Yes, he can.
Just calm, just nice and easy. With that confidence.
Texan has just torn the MCG apart in the sport and dug in a preliminary final.
Could you
That's
have
awesome.
pictured that 4 years, 5 years earlier with the guy that handballed over the top of my head? Definitely not.
And Collingwood will go into the 2018 grand final. A famous victory on the
That's gotta feel good, huh?
I don't believe in ceilings. I don't believe in people.
They beat him by quite a bit, too.
limitations on others. I think if you're motivated enough and you care enough, or that determined to get to wherever you want to go, it's possible.
Yeah.
You can't write the script any better. Well, you could have. We could have won the grand final. Imagine that story.
Wow, that was such an amazing video. I think that's one of my favorites that I've reacted to yet, just because it hits your heart a little bit, you know? And the thing that I see the most in this is there's a lot of people who love him. They love that he's there, that they got an American there. It puts more eyes on the sport. You know, it's great. And then there's people who are, you know, like you saw in the video, who are saying, oh, you know, there's better people out there. He's not that good. Why is he playing? And I think what it comes down to, at least in my opinion, is, you know, he's still new and that there's potential, right? He obviously has an advantage, his height. And whenever you have a huge advantage in a sport, a lot of teams are going to take a look at you. And I think that's universal around most sports. But what it comes down to is, can you take it to the next level, right? Can you take your advantage and keep improving upon that? You know, because it's one thing to be 7 feet, it's another thing to be able to take a mark, or, you know, or maybe drop every mark, you know, and that can make the difference, I think. And so as long as he can keep that mindset and keep improving and keep building upon himself, then his height, like you saw in some of the clips, it just makes it look effortless. Like when he's on his game, it just looks so easy because he has that advantage. And so I really like this video. I really like Mason Cox. He seems like a very good-hearted, genuine guy. But yeah, thank you so much for recommending this video. It was amazing. I'm so glad I watched it. I'm definitely going to be looking into maybe more documentary kind of style videos, and definitely more AFL videos, of course. But either way, if you're still here, I appreciate it. Give the video a like, a subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can stay tuned in when I post my videos. But either way, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace, love. We'll see you later.